Hi, I'm Lauren Perreault from Realty here in the Portland, Vancouver region. Each week I bring you the latest info about the real estate market. Let's dive into the data from the week of April 12th. Well, to say the least, the past 9 days have been a roller coaster for both stocks and bonds due to the tariff nonsense. Mortgage rates have swung wildly, from some of the lowest we've seen all year to familiar highs in just a matter of hours. So how is Portland's real estate market holding up amid all this financial turbulence? Let's dive into the most recent local stats and trends to find out. The data we're reviewing covers the entire Portland metro area, including Southwest Washington. When it comes to sales prices, keep in mind that we're looking at transactions agreed upon from 3 to 6 weeks ago, well before the recent market upheaval. This past week, the average sales price climbed roughly 11% from the previous week and was up about 2.9% compared to this time last year. That year-over-year increase is stronger than what we saw in March, so it'll be interesting to see if this trend carries through April. Inventory is also ticking upward. Last week brought a noticeable jump in new listings, which is typical for this time of year. Buyers currently have about 33% more homes to choose from than they did at this time last year, just slightly below the 34% increase reported the week before. Buyer demand has been relatively stable. While the number of accepted offers dipped slightly from the previous week, it still came in about 5% higher than last year, despite the financial market volatility that kicked off on April 3rd. Meanwhile, lockbox opens, a key measure of serious buyers touring homes with their agents, were up about 6.4% compared to the same time last year. We'll be getting a new round of lockbox data soon, covering the weekend after market conditions began to spiral. Once that's in, we'll get a better idea of how buyer behavior may have shifted. Now, let's talk about mortgage rates. Last week began with a market slide sparked by newly announced tariff. That initially pushed the 10-year Treasury yield and mortgage rates down. At one point, the 30-year fixed was being advertised as low as 6%, but that didn't last. The 10-year yield unexpectedly reversed course, and mortgage rates followed. By midweek, the 30-year fixed jumped up to 6.875%, with many lenders pushing beyond 7%. Rates cooled slightly to around 6.75% by last Thursday morning, but overall volatility remains high. We'll be checking rates again, and we'll post any updates in the comments. Looking ahead, that's the tricky part. This past week brought some encouraging economic news, better than expected reports on March inflation and job growth, but those were largely overshadowed by the market's wild swings. If you stuck with me to this end, thanks for watching. If there's something I missed or a topic you'd like more detail on, feel free to drop me a note. It was a jam-packed week and we moved fast through the numbers. Otherwise, I'll catch you next week with another update on what's happening in Portland and Vancouver. See you soon. Oh, and if you want more information about your own neighborhood or anything else real estate related, call or text 503-388-2888 or email me, Lauren at pdxhomesforsale.com. See you next week.